everybody. This is Christine Bertram. I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's Friday, February 28th, and it's officially the last day of the month. So, yay! We made it through another month, and I would have to say that January and February are usually our coldest months. And I'm curious if March is going to come in like a lion or a lamb. So we had a really windy day yesterday, and so Diane was thinking it was going to come in like a lion. So we'll have to see what happens. But windy by Mary Lemke today. Yes, we were windy yesterday. We're a little windy today too. So that might mean we're going to come in like a lion. So happy Friday morning. I don't generally do morning classes anymore. I've learned that I'm not usually awake to process my brain. I don't usually run at all 8 cylinders so early in the morning. And I know you're probably thinking, wow, this is not early. It's 10 o'clock. Well, when you stay up working on stuff until 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning, this is early. So we're good though. I also wanted to say I've got Honey out here with me, so you might see a kitten sighting. Hunky and Tigger were out here. So Brandon and Angela were over. Angela was working on stamping her cards, and Brandon has off of school today. So when Brandon's off of school, he loves to give the kittens attention. And so all 3 of them, I carried them out one by one. And so little by little, though, the boys wanted to go back inside. I feel like they smelt crunchies on me because I poured some crunchies in their bowl, and they were waiting by the door wanting to go in. But Honey, she's sitting over here in the window looking outside. So we'll have to keep an eye on her. If she is waiting by the door, I might have to figure out just a 30-second break to go put her in the house. So hello, Doris Munson. Hi, Linda Hunt from sunny Georgia. I love it. We are sunny here, too, in case you guys want to see. We have the sun shining. Look at that. That's what it looks like outside my house here. So the sun is shining. I can't say it's warm, but it's cold. You know, I've been walking back and forth with just my flannel on, so that's all right. Hi, Suzanne Deppes. Suzanne, you should be set. I think that you should have the PDF in your inbox, and you've already reached out to Mary Carl, so that's awesome. So we've got, I think, 2 things off the list for you. Hi, Linda Krause. Windy in Manitoba. See, it's all over the place. Hi, Debbie Lindauer. Hi, Mary Novak. And there's Donna Grushke. Hi, Connie Moore. Hi, Debbie Gass. Hi, Emily Buska. Hi, Wendy Tick. And there's Angelique. Happy Friday to you, too. Deanne Dawn. Hi, Sandy Coy Emery. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hey, there's Mary Lemke. Mary Carls is here. Yay. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Chris Studeranke, who's upstairs helping me cut some paper. Hi, Susan Bellamy. There's Julie Damaris. Windy for you, too. Donna Grushke said, coming in like a lion here in Northeast Michigan. Yeah, that's what's happening. Hi, Hildy. Hi, Deanne Dawn. Hi, Debbie Gatt. Well, Debbie said it's windy, too. Hi, Pat Hawk. So, Pat Hawk, you're going to have to forgive me again because I have not shipped your kit yet. I do have it on my radar to ship it. It just... we decided to file an insurance claim, and so now I've been in touch with insurance nonstop, it seems like, since yesterday, and we kitted up 1,800 cards yesterday, and it's no excuse. I had said that I would try to do it earlier in the week, and I know you're patient, so I appreciate that. I really do. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment, but nothing that we can't get over. So, and yeah, she is an independent girl. She's just like me, just wants to be by me. My mom said that she is my girl. She can take or leave Tyler, but she likes me. So, oh yes, it's going well with the house. So it's not going at all, really, except for we're working on the preliminary stages. Basically, my guy said, don't take anything out of the garage. They got to come in and catalog everything, and they're going to try to clean everything. And so, yes, so you might see her. She ran that way. So you might see a little kitten sighting, maybe potentially if she goes back through there. Hi, Mary Schreiber. Hi, Jennifer Summers. Hi, Jean Shute. I had to set my alarm to be sure that you would be up. Wonderful. What happened with Mary Schreiber? I lost my sweetheart of almost 63 years. Oh, Mary Schreiber, I just read that. I'm so sorry. Oh, my goodness. I feel so much pain in my heart for you. Oh, my gosh, 63 years. I think there's not the ratio of people that can say that they've been the sweetheart of your life for 63 years is very small. Most people in my generation won't be able to say that. I'll be lucky if I can even say 30 years. I don't know. So 63 years is a very long time. Our love and prayers and hugs are a call coming your way in a full fury to help lift up your spirits, okay? Hi, Andy Acquisto. And then, oh, thanks, Pat Hawk. Oh yes, so it's been quite an overwhelming month, it seems. Okay, and that's probably my insurance person because it's an 888 number. So you guys, they can wait. At this point, it's been a week and a day, right? What is 2 more hours what is 2 more hours, right? So I did text the guy and I told him I was going live and we will call him when I get done with class. How does that sound? I'm okay with that. Oh man, so we have a sale-a-bration HooRahRah class and it's going to be 4 fun folds. We did this class in person on Wednesday night. Hi Connie Moore. Hi Sherry Johnson. Hi there, Mary. So, oh yeah, thanks everybody for giving your condolences to Mary. I know she really appreciates that. We have fun folds. We did them on Wednesday night. There's 4 different card layouts and then within those layouts there's multiple different color combinations. When I do my fun folds for January, which is the catalog launch, and for February, which is the sale-a-bration HooRahRah, we are heavy on sale-a-bration paper because it's free. And we don't care how much we use of it because I usually have lots of extra packs of it, so we just use it up. So in your kit, you guys would have gotten, oh, I got a watermelon. Oh, they gave me a watermelon. I got a watermelon. Okay, so I'll have to work through the watermelon with you. So can you tell I was excited? I love the watermelon. It's probably my favorite, but the watermelon entails work. And Angelique's probably like rolling her eyes at me. So we gave you 2 pieces of designer series paper, which I'll show you how to cut your pieces down. I also do want to say before we get started, I have 4 cards from the Zinnia class from last July. It was an extra ad hoc class that we did on July 16th. And I have winners to announce for that. I also will grab my purple book here so we don't forget to do roll call. And you guys are amazing. We have the best community. We are so supportive of each other, you guys. I love it. I'll do roll call so that I have that done. If anybody wants to sign up for this class, I have at least 20 left. Okay, maybe 15, 18, let's just say good safely 17 to 18. And it surprises me because usually with fun folds, they go like hotcakes. So the only thing I can think, there are 2 things that I can probably think, she's rolling her eyes, right? There, in the fun folds that I did in January, normally I would do 96 to 108 of them and they're gone. I still have about 12 left from January's fun folds, and now I have about 15 from this one. And we made even less of this one because normally for sale-a-bration HooRahRah I don't do as many because I've learned that through the years. But it's either that you guys were not fans, and you can tell me this, I'm curious, not fans of the specific patterns of DSP that were available. So you guys weren't in love with the fruit or you weren't in love with the toadstools. I was in love with the bloom impressions. I can always work with the flower paper every day, all day long. But I didn't know if you guys weren't fans of the fruit so much and maybe the toadstool. So I was trying to wrap my head around that. And then also I know that the economy is going a little bit, people are uncertain with what's going on. And so maybe not spending as much. And so I thought that those 2 elements may be why not so much. Hi, Randy Schultz. Hi, Brenda Lovelitz. So Brenda, I did message you about the paper pumpkin. So on a side note though, we'll come back to the paper pumpkin for Brenda. But I'm just curious, are you guys not in love with the sale-a-bration so much? Like the offerings that they had? I know that they added some offerings in February, which helped you have more of a selection. That's what I maybe am wondering. But regardless, we're going to do 4 amazing cards, and Angelique helped design these, and she did a pretty great job. So if you guys want to do shout outs to Angelique too, let her know that you appreciate her. She really helped me pull this class together. We collaborated on the front end. We mapped out things, and then she went off with it and worked on it and sent it back my way, which I haven't done that, you guys, very much. I think that, Angelique, that was probably the first time that we've ever done, like in my life with card making. I still had a very heavy and like active role in what was created, and she followed my vision like to the T. So I was pretty amazed about that. So you guys probably didn't see any you didn't see any discrepancy in how like a class, but I know that I can't be the only demonstrator that has others help with designing. I know that for a fact. So, but no, I was really involved in it, and I like to have my hands in everything. That's just how I operate. So, but back to the prepaid paper pumpkin. Brenda Lovelace sent me a message yesterday, and I hope I answered it to you and it didn't sound confusing. But hi, Mimi Howenstein. She asked about, is it better to take advantage of Paper Pumpkin subscription during sale-a-bration and getting sale-a-bration items, or is it better to get it during a free shipping day? Okay, so let's just do the pros and the cons really quick, because others might have that question. If you are an avid Paper Pumpkin fan and you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and you're currently getting it on a monthly basis, you're paying the same, I guess I would say the same as if you're doing a 1 month prepaid, right? That's a wash. It's when you get to oh man, you guys, I have to do it. I have to pull up I'm not a fan of the toadstools, but there's two sides to DSP, and you'll probably use the gnomes with it, right? That toadstool DSP will go perfect with the gnomes. I 110% agree with that. And your statement about there's two sides to every DSP is absolutely true as well. That is it. And I love bamboozling people into thinking, oh man, they hate this DSP, and then all of a sudden you make a whole class using the opposite side of the paper, and you're like, where's that DSP from? And it's because it's the other side. So let me just sneak over here and see if she's waiting by the door. She is not. Okay, good. She is not. I was worried she was gonna be clawing at my door. She will break the weather stripping. She has already. Emily said she likes the DSP paper, not crazy about the toadstool stamps. Okay. Debbie said, love the papers, just not spending right now, sort of. Okay, well, that makes sense then too, right? So that's my other token of the other side of the coin. One side was the economy-ish and not spending and saving, and the other was the sale-a-bration offering. I love phone folds and love designing. So happy to have a lot. Yeah, I love it. Thanks, Angelique. So I want to show you guys the Beekeeper's Guide here. So in here, we added a section solely for Paper Pumpkin, and we've hyperlinked this. So all you have to do is click on it, and it takes you right to Paper Pumpkin. And we have a set in here, a little section, where it talks about month to month is $25, pay as you go, and prepaid 1 month is $24. Now, the reason why they're a different amount is because this includes shipping, but it does not include tax, where this doesn't include tax or shipping. And I think that kind of offsets. But when you do a prepaid subscription of 3 months, you save $1 per month. And when you get a 6 month, you, wait, did I do that right? 24 times 24 is 48, is 68. You save, I think this is supposed to be $1 per month because it's $68. And then it's 70, well, 25, it's 25, and 25 is 75 minus, there's a savings. I think it's $4 in my head now, because if you go $25 times 3 months is 75, and then minus 71 is actually $4. So you save $1 a month is basically what it is. So it's like $1.33 a month. All right. When you get to the 6 months, you get a bigger savings. And then when you get to a 12 month, you get even a bigger savings. Now, this does not include shipping. So when you buy a prepaid, it goes into an order and you have to pay 11% shipping, and then you pay tax on it. So Brenda's question is it better to buy it on free shipping day, or is it better to buy it during sale-a-bration? Okay, so let's hold the phone here, because when let's look at 3 month, you get a free sale-a-bration item here, right? And free shipping would be $7, about like 11%. So 10% is $7.10. You'd say $7.10. But you have to spend at least, I think for free shipping, you have to spend $70 or $75, which you'd have for the most part. So the question is the value of the sale-a-bration item more than $7 to you? When you get to 6 months, you're spending $130 and you're getting one $100 sale-a-bration, $120 sale-a-bration item, or you're getting two $60. And on free shipping day, it would be 100, let's say for 10% is just easy, right? Easy math. Shipping is, let's say, $13 to $14. So are those two sale-a-bration items worth $13 to $14? And then when you get here at $252, you get at $240, you get 4 sale-a-bration items. So you'd get 4 sale-a-bration items here. And your shipping would be about $26, let's say. So are those 4 sale-a-bration items worth $26 in your head? And then the question you have to ask yourself is, do you really want the sale-a-bration items? Okay, or can you live without the sale-a-bration items and rather save the $26? If you are in love with the sale-a-bration items and you want to get more of them, you might as well consider getting a prepaid paper pumpkin subscription and getting some. What you're doing is buying it on the front end, and then you're not billed every month. You just have to remember to put your prepaid code into your paper pumpkin account so that you're not billed for it, okay? That is the main thing. Like, there are people that have codes that are lingering, and then they keep getting billed on a monthly basis because they're not putting their codes in. And Sandy Coy Emery loves the Bloom Impressions, not a fan of the fruit salad. Hi, Polly Libby, not crazy about the fruit or the toadstools. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm feeling. For me, it's money, and I only really like the Ocean Suite. Okay, so Jennifer, you're gonna love the game night I have coming up here. Hi, Pat Settle, I'm late, but you made it. Bought a new washing machine. Oh my goodness, I hope it washes your clothes really good. All right, so thanks for the feedback, you guys. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. Okay, so Brenda Lovelace, I hope you were listening because I know I took like 10 minutes, I think, 5 minutes to answer that question. So it completely is up to your own personal discretion. If you look at these sale-a-bration items, the papers are valued at $11.50, right? Because what is it? $12.50 for sale-a-bration paper usually. Like, designer series paper is $12.50. Kits are usually around $12, $13. Stamp sets are $15 to $20. Gems are really around $8. Ribbon would be $8 to $10. And embossing folders around $9. The bundle here would probably be valued around $40. And your shipping at $120 is $12. So the question, then they added all these extra things, like punches are valued around $20. So you have to ask yourself, though, do you want any sale-a-bration items? Because if nothing on the sale-a-bration list excites you and you don't care to have them, then save your money and get free shipping, right? Because why do you want to have products sitting around that you don't like or don't want to use? But if you love the stuff, then go for it. Go for the sale-a-bration time. And it is now. Sale-a-bration ends today. So you guys have to make your executive decisions today if you want to get prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions. Jean loves the fruit salad. It was her first sale-a-bration. There she is. Look at you guys get a butt shot. Just shows that we have all different tastes, which is awesome, but makes it hard for the designers. It is so true. So true. It's very rare that these days the Stampin' Up! Has not come up with a catalog in probably 4 years or 3 years that I love everything. There used to be a time where I used to love everything. So I don't know if they've gone more diverse with different things maybe that she's playing with the little drain plug thing. Okay, so that answered that question, and I have my book in front of me, which helped me remember we're going to do roll call. So thank you to everybody who placed an order or paid for this class or got it free with a class loyalty program. I really appreciate your support. If I did not say your name, please reach out to me. She's like, I'm done. Hi, baby. What's up? Yeah, do you want to say hi to everybody? All right, honey's going to help with roll call, you guys, for just a moment here. Okay? All right. We have Trisha Fagley, Annette Rollin, Naomi Worrell, Janice Ormiston, Feline Mays, Karen Woods, Sherry Everett, Angelique McClendon, Susan Bellamy, Hope Toy, Jeannie Parker, Joanne Naples, Sherry Stewart, she's swirling around my feet, Sherry Stewart, Sue S. Worthy, Sheila Roberts, Pat Settle, Doris Munson, Patsy Roberts, Brenda Cottrell, Donna Grushke, Debbie Lindauer, Mary Jo Stoll, Nedra Dover, Sandy Coy Emery, Barbara Rudolph, hi baby, Barbara Rudolph, Kathy Showalter, Vera Anderson, Debbie Stone, Kelly Gibson, Leslie McMinn. Someone wants water. Yeah, but I don't know if she really does. I'll leave it run for a hair. I doubt that she will come get that. We'll have to turn that off after I'm done here. Linda Scott, Ruth Nicholson, Mary Carls, Julie Bontringer, Susan Wormley, Mary Lemke, Carolyn Ketchmark, Debbie Ebersbacher, Karen Wetstein, Linda Hunt, Shelley Cooper, Angela Knutson, Jean Schute, Susie Fenlater, Kathleen Ketterman, Hildenell Vilches, Lynn Beasley, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin, Melanie Ha'o from Hawaii now. She moved out there. Chris Robinson, Lori Evans, and last but not least, Pat Hawk. So I sent out a PDF to you guys this morning. Honey, I sent the PDF. Oh man, it was late and hot, right? It came in late and hot. It was in my inbox when I woke up this morning, and Karen Wetstein had already proofread it before I got up. And at 9:35, I believe I emailed it out to everybody. Hi Sarah Mitchell, I do question some of I had one, and the cards were out here, and I was working on it inside, trying not to burn eggs while I cooked breakfast really fast for Tyler. I made him eggs, and I didn't want to burn the eggs, so I was working on it right next to where I was cooking, right? It's not a good thing to burn eggs, so especially with what happened last week. So I was multitasking like normal, and the cards were out here. So we may have two measurements that are off, but they're inside pieces that don't affect people who got kits from me. People who got kits from me, the DSP measurements are correct, that I know, but it's the inside might be off on the fruit salad cards. And we're going to look at that as we go. And if I need to send an updated PDF, I will do that. So you guys have, or you could just, if you print it, you could cross it off and write your notes. But I'll do a drawing for the people who placed orders to get this class for free at the end. And then I will also I'll set my cards here on top of my book so that I don't forget to give those away. All right. And we're in the morning, so I'm definitely drinking coffee with nothing in it at the moment, you guys. I've learned that I don't do alcohol while I do lives. I did that one time, like 4 years ago, and it doesn't work so well for me. So I think it was a Friday night at 5 o'clock I was doing a live, and it was like happy hour, right? So I had a blue moon, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and we were making a little project, and the technology stopped working, and it just made me hot and flustered, and I was like, yep, can't do that, not good. So we learned not to drink while we do lives. This is not good. So it's just coffee. All right, have to get going soon. I'll catch the rest on replay. All right, sounds good, Mary Carls. We'll check you later. All right, I'm gonna flip this down and show you what we got. So your golden ticket says today's date, 2/28, and it's the sale-a-bration SAB HooRahRah class. So keep this for if you don't make your cards right away, okay? Reminder, last night we did the everyday arches. I wanted just to show these to you. I did this class last night, and I have about 15 left. So if you missed class last night, catch it, and then let me know if you'd like a set of cards. So these cards have multiple variations of them because they have different colors. And we're featuring sale-a-bration products. So the Ocean Friends here, if you guys, I would love for you to guess. There's not a lot of sale-a-bration product on here, but if you could guess what it is, I would be excited. In class on Wednesday night, I don't think anybody got it. So for this one, you're either going to have a parakeet, lemon lime base, or a summer splash base, or the melon mambo base. And this one, you don't need to cut any paper for it. And it is going to be the second kit here. So when you are underneath your yellow ticket, it's not directly the first card, it's the one right after it, which mine ends up being pink, okay? So just know that that's the second card. And I'm gonna wait for you guys to guess what is on here that is sale-a-bration. I believe there's only one item on here that we use that's sale-a-bration. So I'm curious if you guys can figure it out. This one is the other card where you don't have to cut any DSP. If I order today, can I get the Wildflower card class next month for free? Yeah, so Hilda, you guys, we're in, wow, that's like chunk fly. Oh, that's my little bun back there. Okay, I'm like, I thought I had a lot of flyaways going on. Okay, it is February, and the Wildflower Sweet class is next month. And Hildy, I think that's what you're asking about. You can, if you place an order in the current month, you can always pick a class that is offered free with an order in the next month, or any past classes that are still available. So you can't get the Stamp a Stack for free, but the Wildflower Sweet class, yes. If you order today, you could get that. I also made a concession that if anybody wants to place an order today yet for the March Technique Club class, you can. Normally the orders are between the 1st and the 10th of the month, which would be March versus tomorrow, but sale-a-bration ends today. And I want you guys to get as many celebration items as you possibly can. So if anybody still wants to place an order today yet and count it for their March technique class. Sandy Quamry, I did see your email. You were really ahead of yourself thinking for April, because we're not, you know, April like can stay away for right now. We got to get through March. So right now, if you want to order for your March technique club class, you can do that. So definitely available. Is it the Rainbow Celebration Kit? Yes, Sandy Quay. Emery, you are spot on with that. So you guys, if you recall, there's a rainbow kit in the celebration offering. And for the Kellogg launch party, we cut this was the base. This is the base, the back of the rainbow card. And so we saved all of those because we cut them off. You guys got the rainbow card for the Kellogg launch party. And then we used it in the design of this card. Yay, yes. It was totally repurposing the back of that card. You got it. I'm just checking to make sure she's not digging at the door. Okay, so for the Bloom one, which is the card kit that's right underneath that top envelope, there are 5 different offerings for the color combinations. Same layout, and I will advise when Angelique originally sent this, she had thick white bases. And you guys know I love layers. So I wanted one more layer. And so I didn't completely re-engineer the card because it was perfectly great. I just added basically another layer. So when you guys get your kits, your kit, just so you know, is going to have a colored cardstock base. So it's either going to be melon or daffodil or blackberry or Lost Lagoon, okay? Now, when you look at my samples here, when I open them up, there's actually thick white in the inside. You're not going to see thick white. And so the photograph of the cards is going to show thick white, but no, your color is actually going to be whatever you see on the front here. All I did, because I didn't want to have to completely redo all of the insides because they were great on the inside, all I did was cut a mat here that was the size of the card front, and then my addition was adding an embossed piece because I just wanted more embossing. I love embossed mats on stuff. So all I did was tweak that a little bit. And so just so you know, the picture that you guys are going to see, if you look at the PDF, it's going to all show the white in the inside, and you're not going to have that. And you'll see that when I put this card together. All right, so you're going to have, when I have a pink with this one, that's the card I have. And just know, depending on what card you ended up with, your color of ink is going to change. So this one we used pumpkin with daffodil. This we used blueberry with melon mambo second strength. That was melon with Lost Lagoon, melon with pretty in pink, blackberry with fresh freesia. And she switched up, Angelique switched up a little bit so you could see that little stamp from, oh, I should go get the box of stamps. This stamp right here is from Mixed Media Floral, and you can see that flower head looks like that. She stamped that around the label on this one to give it a different look, and then you guys can see a different way to stamp the label. Ultimately, for this card, all you need is love. All you need are sentiments and a focal image to add to the label. Then when you open the inside, you have an accordion going on here. And basically they're all the same layout. It's just that some have purple, some have yellow, some have multicolor. This one has more pinkalicious, and then this one has the lagoony with the pinky. And then we have a perennial postage die here and one out here, and then we just have some layers. Okay, so that's a little heads up on this. This uses mixed labels, where this one, you guys, there's a little bit more stamping. There's a sentiment, and then the crab Louie gets stamped. Now, if you guys own the crab designer series paper, like let's say you got my Winter Creative Escape and you got a little section of that paper, you could always cut a crab out from your designer series paper that you got from my Escape. Or if you bought the paper on your own, you could always cut out a crab. Okay, so that is what I have here. I'm just going to talk through each of these first, and then we'll go crazy making them. Okay, so now this one is your toadstool. You're either going to have purple base or you're going to have pink base, and you're going to know by the color of your designer paper here. The card kit that's directly above this one is the envelope that goes with that paper, and we're going to have to cut this. I mentioned in the beginning of class that I gave everybody a full 6x6 sheet. You're going to end up with a couple scraps, but that's okay. So this fold looks like this. It's like a double Z fold, and you're going to cut your 2 designer papers for the mats here. It saved Karen Wetstein from having to cut some more paper. And then the only other minor thing that I want to mention too is in the pictures, you might notice that there's a white mat behind each of the white mats. And for making 80 some of these and having 3 of them needed, I opted to not have a mat. And I talked to the girls about it in class on Wednesday night, and they all agreed it was perfectly fine. So you're not going to be stamping on a white piece and then matting it on another white piece. What I did is, for kitting purposes, we kitted the bigger square here, and then you're going to stamp directly on it. Now, if you like the look of having a white mat around it, you could always just go to your scrap drawer and pull a little white mat. And honestly, you're going to have to cut it the smaller size to fit inside the square because we already cut the bigger size for you. But you don't notice it so much on the top. It's only on the bottom that you notice it. And I think when you guys see how I stamp it, you're going to be able to compare and then decide if you like having a white border on the bottom or not. But phenomenal. Then the other trick here too is this is a label that's really long, and we'll get to that. You have to cut the middle out. We tricked a couple people in class on Wednesday night. They left the label really long. I'm like, you're not going to want it that long. It's not going to fit in your card or your envelope. All right. So, but pretty much they're all the same layout, just different designer series paper. And for those of you who are not in love with the toad, the red sprocket here, what you could do is not use the toad. Like these 2 could be anything. And this one too doesn't look like toads to me. So these 3 could definitely be anything else. This one does. The other side is more green. So unless you want the green, you might have to stick with the toads on this one. Okay, so that's that one. And now the fruits of our labor, okay? That one has the most choices because there's actually 12 different patterns for the fruit. So there's the fruit cocktail, there's the apples and bananas, there's a pinapoli, there's a muskmelon, cantaloupe, there's pears and oranges and bananas, and there's 2 oranges actually. This is the other orange. And you got 1. So I ended up giving myself, I know we gave me the watermelon because all the fruit baskets are generally the same on all the rest. There's a kiwi and a pomegranate. There's a fruit salad here, and then the watermelon. And the reason we gave me the watermelon is so I can show you how to do these watermelon slices, and I'll also put the fruit basket together. The other thing is we opted to kit everybody's cards with baskets that were pecan pie, not espresso. So we just definitely went with pecan for everything. And otherwise, they're generally the same. And this opens like this. And then what I was saying earlier is the only measurement that I am questioning in my head that I put in the PDF was this one right here. And 15, 6, I think that's what I put for the white. And so it will only pertain to those people that are recutting for this class, that 2 inside pieces might be either a hair big or a hair small. So I'll have to look at that once I'm done with class here. So I'm going to leave the watermelon out, and I'll leave that one out because those are the 2 that we'll look at. And then I have this purple stripy one. So we'll look at that. And then I think we said I have this one. So we'll leave that one out. And here's a card using that toad paper that doesn't have any sort of toad action going on. It's got a butterfly, actually. A cute little, like this would be great for a little girl. Sarah Simon did this as a presentation during the Winter Creative Escape. She showed how to use the 2-tone paper. So that was her card sample she left for me. All right, and then we said I have the pinky lobster crab card here. So these are what I'm going to be featuring. Okay, so let's see. My comments may have stuck, and they sure did. Oh my goodness, there we go. Sandy said, can I change my selection to the Everyday Arches kit? The Everyday Arches kit is not available free with a purchase. So if you are referring to getting this class free with an order that you just placed, that answer is no, because this is a fee-based class that is, we could add it to your package for $36, but it can't be added for free with an order. Is that, I'm not thinking that's what you're asking about? You guys, my comments all, they all just popped up here at one moment. Just check the PDF. It is in my email. Great. The gems. Jean Shoot asked about the gems, the embossing folder. Oh, you guys are asking about sale-a-bration. Nope, it wasn't the gems and it wasn't the embossing folder. These are the party dots. And then this is the ocean waves embossing folder that comes with that suite. I will definitely laugh when I read it, Sandy. They should have re-released the fruit basket punch with the fruit paper. Oh, I definitely agree. You guys, I had people telling me that they were going onto the eBay and looking for that punch pack because they wanted it to go with this fruit paper. Oh, thanks, Julie Block. The inside accordion. Hi, Kathy Jackson. You thought class was at 10:30. Well, we are just getting started, so you're not even late. I know you like layers, so that's why I included it too. Yay! What was that, a Barney song? I love you, you love me. We're a happy family. With a big I don't know all the words. Perfect. Awesome, Connie. Okay, so what are we gonna start with? Let's start with the lobster. Let's get the lobster done. I think that's this one. So yes, I think, yep, that's this one. So let's start with my lobster. We'll get warmed up today. I think that this is a good first card to start with. I have a Post-it note on it, which means there's something wonky with it. That's what usually happens for me. All right, you had 3 party dots in here. They're all gonna be 3 different colors. And then there should be 2 big and a small or 2 small and a big. You have a piece of white, which is for your inside. You have some lobster crabby paper for the outside, a nested essential die. This piece right here is for your crab Louis, so that needs to get stamped on. You have 2 pieces of a cardstock that will be coordinating with your kit. One is embossed with the waves, it's not waves of the future, but it's like ocean waves, the ocean waves. So, you know, I cannot wait to have my beekeeper's guide here because when I get that here, I'll be able to open it up and show it to you. But watch how easy this is. When you're not certain of something, but you want embossing folders, go to embossing folders and Soft Waves 3D embossing folder. That is what this is called. So one is embossed, one is not. The one that is not is your mat for here. And make sure you do your dry fit to make sure it fits in there nicely. And then this one is going to go on the inside here. And decide if you like that side or if you like that side. One has more liney looks going on and the other one's more puffy to me, right? So figure out what you like better. You have a little piece of white 1/2-inch woven ribbon, which we are going to Edward Scissors hands and we're gonna cut it to fray it. And then here's your Humpty Hump from your rainbow card. And we also embossed that with, now this one has the more plush lumps, I guess. So you might decide to go with a matching look for that. Or if yours is the opposite, you would go with that. So I'm gonna go with those 2. And then you have a base. It's all about the base. Hi, Nedra, we're just getting started. Hi, Judy Sharp. I used the soda dyes on clearance for the little fruits. Oh my goodness. I love it. Hang on, let me go get mine. I love it, I love it, I love it. I have mine. Oh my gosh, that is such a phenomenal idea. Oh, I love it. You can tell I got excited and woke up when you said that. So Judy Sharp said, so Simply Sparkling Dyes. There's cherries, there's strawberries, there's lemons and limes and orange slices and peaches. And so she was just saying that she used this with her fruit card. So she complemented the fruits from this die set with the fruit paper. I love it. Good job. Good tip. I didn't even think about that. All right. So what we're going to do is make sure we're lined up good. And then this, where there's a score line, is going to fold back like that. Okay. I absolutely love your online reorganized catalog. So easy to find things. Yay, Linda Kester. I'm so happy to hear that. This guy's going to go here, and this one's going to go here, right? But I think what we'll do is we'll do some stamping first, and then we'll start assembling. And the thing is, if you want to stamp anything on your inside here, you're not going to want to necessarily do it here or here because you'll see it. So if we're going to do a crab in the inside, we might have him coming up and sneaking onto the page that way. And I have a summer splash crab, okay? As a reminder, everybody's are going to be slightly different. If you have the summer splash, you have a pumpkin pie crab, and if you can change it however you want to, you could do pink here. The lemon lime has a melon mambo crab, but you could do orange there or you could do blue there, right? So you can do whatever you want. Then I have this saying, thanks so much. But in class the other night, people weren't all over. Oh man, there's a gem right there. People weren't all about the thanks so much. Some people wanted hello, friend. So that made it more of a universal card. And with the crab, we have two-step stamping with that because there's a more solid image and there's a more detailed image. People asked me on Wednesday, what do you want to do first? And I said, well, I generally have a tendency of doing the more solid one first, and it's at second strength. So you want to stamp off, and then we're going to go over to here and do second strength here. Hi, Jolene. They were last chance recently as well. So if you guys are wondering about those Simply Sparkling, you go to the online store and there's 162,870. 162,870. They were on last chance. And they're still there. They're $5.60. Wow. That's like 80% off, right? Is that even possible? Times point two. It's 80% off is $5.60. Wow. They're 80% off. And there is a stamp set that's still available, I think, and it's in French. Let me just see here. This right here, there's a French stamp set, and I think you might not get... Look to see if the French is lot simplement or whatever. You might be able to get the French stamps, which give you like the images, but it doesn't, you might not have the words right? Okay, now that was super light. Super duper light. So I'm wondering, I might just do a test of the public broadcast system and see once what it is like to stamp that at full strength. My ink pad got used by 12 people and everybody went right for the middle, and it looks, I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little lighter there. So I'm going to try it at first strength and second strength, but I'm going to do the outline first. I'm sorry, the solid first, and then I'm going to go with, I'm going to go to the outside here and see if I get some more ink juice. Yeah, originally $28. Okay, that is really hard to see. So let's just, we got to hover over the top here and get it in the right spot. Only the French one is available as a stamp set. Correct. The English one has been gone for a long time, but people have bought in the French stamp sets to go with the dies because they really just want the focal images. They don't care about the words per se. Okay, I think I like that. So you can see the detail adds a little bit of definition. With the second strength one for me, it's super hard to even see through here to see where it is. I just guessed. So I was way off. I'm uphill over there. So I'm going to go with that side. Now the inside here. Oh, hang on. Where's my inside? Right here. So Pat Settle, is there something else I can do to eliminate the ads on YouTube? Yes, you can pay for a subscription, I think. So you guys, if you remember me saying that I don't get ads, I don't know why I don't get ads. Well, I finally went to my credit card statement because I hadn't looked at it for a little while. I'll be honest, I've been a little busy. I've been getting charged a monthly fee from Google, and I think somehow I got signed up for ads free, and it was like $15 a month, right? And at this point, I've had it for a few months now, and I'm like, well, is it worth $15 a month now for me not to get ads while I am doing lives with you? Kinda, for me it is. So I think, Pat, that would be like one of the only things you could do to eliminate ads is to buy a YouTube Premium, I think is what it's called. Now, that might not be for everybody, but I think that's why I don't get ads, because I get billed for it monthly on my credit card. Unfortunately, that's how that goes. So I don't know if the other thing is hitting skip as soon as the ad comes in. So we're going to do a little guy coming right onto the page here, and then we'll do the detail. I need to re-ink that pad, it looks like. And so it's so much easier to see where it is. Okay, so we've got our Crab Louie there. And then we're gonna do Hello Friend on this one. So I need to re-ink that guy. Hello Friend, and pumpkin pie. You guys probably think we don't use pumpkin pie ever, and that is very true. I don't pull out pumpkin pie very often. It's more of a fall color for me, and I don't even think we used it much this past fall. And you want to make sure you stamp this in the top. There is a hair right there. So we're going to put that right up here. Hello, friend, you called. Now, hello, friend comes from Charming Duck Pond. And then I think that's it for the stamping here. All right. All right, all right. So let's get this guy glued in, and we could glue this, and we can glue this. A few things here. Then we'll get the die cutting. Pat said I need $15 for stamps. I know, right? Oh, right? $15. I got to check into mine too. I feel like at some point I must have hit a button. Well, I was probably half falling asleep with my phone in front of my face with my head on my pillow, and I probably hit something about getting ads free at YouTube. I don't know, but for me, it's actually really nice not to have the ads come up. But I used to get ads, so I did do something that I do get billed now. So, all right, so this guy's gonna go over here on the inside. And then this one goes onto this mat. And I did my dry fitting. So you guys, whenever you get kits from us, you can always trim up anything if you want to see less or more of a border. All right, now before we glue this down though, we have to take action on this piece. So when you set this on here, we have this set up that it comes right to the edge of the white. And when you do that, that means that this is too long over here. So what I'm going to do is grab my little trimmer out, and I'm going to trim off a chunky monkey here, like 1/8 inch, I don't know, 1/4 inch, something like that. It doesn't matter because you're just going to have less of it underneath here. So you do need to cut off a little. And Jolene, I don't know if we put a note in there, but into the PDF, but it would go all the way to the edge if we didn't. It can be for multiple accounts. My husband and I both covered. Oh, Shelly, that sounds awesome. I only have me on my account though. So you went to premium right before the election, and I love never having commercial. It's so worth it. So that's exactly it. It's always up to people's prerogatives of what they value and not have to go through. I love it too, not having commercials here. So I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm really close to where I want to be here. And when I put this over the top, I don't see that edge over here, which is what I don't want, right? So now what we're going to do is we can put glue on the back side of this piece right here. Whoa, stuck to the fingers. It's worth it. You hate ads. Plus there are perks that come with it. Yes. So just like with anything, there is value when you do spend money with things. And it just always comes down to what you want, what you value. And sometimes what we value is not always the same as what others value. So we're going to stick this right in here centered, and it's going to come out right to the edge here. I'm going to make sure not to go too far to the left there, and then this goes right over the top of it. So it's tucked in there very nicely. Okay, so we've got it opening like that. Now, I think it was Sean, she didn't want the pink up or whatever color she had, so she actually flipped it and put the white up. So, all right, this is, woo! This is popped up, excuse me. Oh, tickly. All right, I got to the end of this thing, so we're going to need to cut some of these. Did you guys see Kelly's paper pumpkin yesterday? The dimensional sheet that they put in that paper pumpkin is on steroids. It was like this big. It was huge. Huge. All right. Let's put one over here. And then we're going to figure that this guy goes here. So I'm going to put 2 of them closer to the edge there so that they don't go over. And then it's a little bit north. So there's a little bit more here than there is there, by just a little bit. And say right about here is where that goes. All right, so we're going to need to bring in the die cutting machine. Ah, there's glue back there. It's where the adhesive eraser comes in really handy. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so we need this right there. little tape has gotten its workout. But there's a die in Ocean Friends for the crab Louie here. Or is it a lobster? Oh man. It's a crab, isn't it? It's a lobster. It's a crab? It's a lobster. I don't know. I always thought it was a crab. And I thought a lobster was the other one. Yes. Either way, it's blue. And we have a die cut for it. Perfect. And here's this guy. And we can take this off of here. The tape has seen better days here, hasn't it? We can probably retire this to the garbage. Okay, it doesn't need to be used one more time. Let's give it a good retirement. Okay, here's our guy. He's gonna hang out right about here. It's a crab. Okay, see, I've been saying it's a crab. And then for a moment there, you guys, I got sidetracked and I thought it was a lobster from, oh man. So the only thing is if you do the other side like that, you're not really gonna see it because it's gonna go down good. Okay, never mind. So we got Edward Scissors hands this. So this ribbon here, it is frayed on the end, and grab your ribbon scissors. Do not use glue scissors or paper scissors. Grab your ribbon scissors and you're gonna fray the edges here. You wanna make sure you don't cut them off. Okay, it's a crab. I love it. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate that assist there. For a moment there, I was momentarily confused. All right, so we're fraying the end, and you probably have more ribbon than what you need, but that's okay. You might just not use the middle section, and you only need to go in about 1.5 inches here. Something like that. They're less than 1/8 inch or so. So there we go. And then you're gonna need some tear-in tape. That's the crab. Good, good. I use YouTube a lot, so it would be worth it. With the changes on Facebook, more demonstrators are switching to YouTube. Oh my goodness, you guys. The best decision I ever made was switching to YouTube 2022, 3 years ago, I think I switched to YouTube. It was like ripping a Band-Aid off, right? That where your skin is all stuck to the Band-Aid, and when you rip it off, okay, right, we don't need to think about it. But that's what it was like. It was ripping a Band-Aid off. And I have Brandy Cox to actually thank for that. I met her in the entryway to an elevator when we were at leadership, and she sat there and she talked to us for a long time, and it came up about that I was on Facebook, and I thought, oh, I need to get switched off of Facebook. And she's like, you just need to do it. The sooner you do it, the happier you are going to be. And she was 100% correct. And now I had Carissa just emailed me, and she said that there's changes on Facebook that if you have videos that are over 30 days, they're going to be deleted. Like, just that I don't know if they're not storing stuff or what the deal is, but I'm so happy because every single video I ever did originally on Facebook, I've always downloaded every single one and I uploaded them to YouTube. So I'm not at risk of anything with my stuff because I took the proper action to get myself out of Facebook. Best move I ever did. So like I said, we don't necessarily need this middle section, so I'm going to cut it out. We probably didn't need to give you all that, but that's all right. So you got this. We'll only keep the videos for 1 month. Yeah, I know. Isn't that sad? So I have oodles McOodles of videos out there on YouTube. I'm sorry, Facebook. And they're going to everything on my platform is going to be deleted because I don't really do videos on YouTube, Facebook anymore. So that's what I have here. And what we can do is cover some of this up just to help it. And we're going to put some dimensionals here underneath this area, I think, as well. That's the part that hangs over the edge. And then this is going to go right about here. Oh, man. Well, I guess we're just going to pop it up like that. I was trying to have the popping up part be underneath here, but then my crab's down too far. It'll work out okay. And we're going to pop up underneath his claws here, I think. It'll look nice with them a little bit raised up, so we got to make sure we grab small enough ones that they won't hang over the edge like that. Okay. So it's like seaweed and coral that's kind of hanging out here, right? He's in the bottom of the ocean trying to trying to find his way. And then we've got a big and a small there. And then you should have one more small one. And go right about there. Okay. And what could you Stella? Be careful Stella-ing the crab because that might bleed because of the ink. But we could Stella this designer series paper like that. Yeah. Okay. Whew. And that's it. I don't think it's too complicated, but there were definitely a lot of steps. And if you want these to be shorter, like you could always give them a haircut a little bit and not have them all the same length, right? Like cutting bangs here. I feel like most of us have had the opportunity to cut bangs at some point, either on ourselves or our child or a friend. So it's kind of like cutting bangs. All right, there it is. That is the first one. All right. Took us an hour to make one card. I love it. Next, let's do our bloom impressions. I'll set you there just for the moment in case people are still watching that one. We're working on it. And look on the inside. Oh, I post-it note on this one too. All right, so we don't need these stamps per se, but maybe the Melon Mambo. We're done with Crab Louie here. See, I was calling him Crab Louie, so I knew he was a crab. But all of a sudden I looked at his pinchers and I thought, well, maybe he's a lobster. All right, you have 3 of the purple sequins that are actually pinkish, whatever color, they're white, pink, or purple. And you have 2 big and a small or 2 small and a big. And your DSP here is definitely not folded the way it's supposed to be. We folded it just to get it in your kit. So we'll come back to that. And you have a piece of embossed. And you might be wondering, well, why do I have these 2 weird ovals die cut out of the middle? Well, all right, Debbie Guest, we'll see you later. Have fun crafting on your Friday. This is from actually Memories and More class, one of the 2 little labels, and we accidentally did way too many than what we were supposed to by 80. And so it'll fit on the front here and it will get covered up. All right, so we'll come back to that. And then you have here, let's grab the card now. We'll put this guy away. We'll grab this one. It's a thick one. So you have these 2 are for your inside. This 3 is actually, these are for your inside. And then these 3 are for your outside. It's stylish shapes, mixed labels, and perennial postage stamp. And then you have a piece of designer paper that fits onto a mat of colored cardstock. And then you have a perennial postage die. And this should fit right in the middle of that. And then you have some white ribbon. You guys, we use this a lot. A lot. 1/2-inch white woven ribbon. And then your base is a hot dog style. So all you need to do is burnish the edges here. That. And then on our inside, you have an accordion going on. Oh, what is this? The gem stuck. Okay. So we have like a hump, a hump, a hump. So we have 3 mountains and 1, 2, 3, 4 valleys. And so this first one is actually needing to go the opposite way. So just depending on how yours is folded. This first one folds in this way, and you do want to grab your bone folder and burnish it, making sure it's straight. And then there are score lines here. It might be easier to see them on the back side. We're just going to do it back and forth, and then mine needs to go the other way, like that. Now it's important to keep this straight as you do this, because this had a natural tendency that it wants to curve like that. Well, you don't want that. That would be bad news bears. So you want to make sure that they're straight. So Karen Wetstein helped me cut all this paper and score it. And she does a phenomenal job. So I'm almost going to guarantee it's pretty straight, right? But you want to make sure you burnish it straight, okay? Because when I burnish this, you got to hold it, and then it should help. And then this needs to come back yet, like that. Like that. Okay, so I'm not going to worry too much about the end not necessarily being exact, but I'm going to worry more about my top being flush and my bottom being flush. So you have to pay attention if there's an orientation. I have little stems of leaves here, of stalks. I want to make sure that they're going up, not that I put it in upside down. So you might have a pattern that it doesn't matter for. So just be careful with that. And ultimately what we're doing is we're gluing this side over here and this side over here. And that's what keeps that. Now, Bondasai, if you're watching, I originally had gotten your card like this a year or two ago, and I've saved it aside. That was like, we want to do this one. So I'm going to glue this first side in on the right, and you could do the left first. It really doesn't matter. The main thing is, though, you want it to be straight. You do really, really want it to be straight. If you don't get it straight, it's going to make for it to be crooked the whole rest of the way, right? And you know what I'm thinking, Lincoln? If I set this on here, it's going to be close to the edge there. And instead of having that, so if you guys remember, my side was just a hair longer than what the other side was. So I'm going to shave that hair off here really quick. It was a little bit like that. And by cutting that off, now when this lays down in here, this should be pretty even here. Yep, that goes right over the top of it nicely. What should happen is if I put glue on this and I set this, if I hold it and I set it down here, it should be perfect. And we're going to try that because that's usually how folds like this can work. We're going to set this on here, holding this guy. The C ones. We got a little wiggle room here. Okay, cool. So that seemed to go okay for me. And it still shuts good, right? That's the goal. Perfect. I have on here, You Make Me Smile. And we could put a little flower on here if we want. So I have Melon Mambo goes with mine. And then that flower is from Mixed Media Floral, or Mixed Media something, or Mixed Media. There's two. Mixed Labels and Mixed Flowers, or Mixed Media Flowers. So we're going to do that one on the inside here. And then You Make Me Smile. You make my heart sing. Let's see, Blueberry Bushel. Hang on. That's over on the table here. I had Angela here, and she was stamping Everyday Arches, and that was blueberries. So this is You Make Me Smile is from Heart Shaped? Heart Shaped? No. Hearts and Hugs, I think. So that'll go right in the middle here on that one. And then on the outside, just a note to let you know you're on my mind, is a red rubber stamp, which I don't like to trust on my first attempt. So I'm going to stamp on the back and to the left a little bit because we're going to save room for a flower. Oh man, that's really good. Okay, let's see if I can do that again. To the left a little bit. Nope. That's more crooked than that. But how crooked is it? It'll be okay. Not that far off. And then I'm going to put a Melon Mambo flower on the side here, and you can do a first or second strength if you want. You could stamp off and have it a little lighter like that. Any idea when the memento refill will be available again? I'm going to phone a friend and ask anybody who is a demonstrator to go to the inventory status report, and they can help us answer that question. So we put that on the side like that. You could add more, right? Because that other card had a few of them on there. For this card in particular, there's a whole bunch of different colors of inks that you could potentially use, right? So just find your coordinating colors for your cardstock. So, and Sandy too, you could also go to your inventory status report. If you log into your demonstrator account on the Stampin' Up! Website, you could go to the ordering tab and search for the inventory status report. It's like the 5th one down maybe, and it should have a date there. I can't recall off the top of my head what it is though. So we're gonna be gluing a bunch of things here. So this, and I dry fitted them. I looked yesterday and it said March 3rd. Good, thanks Carissa, I appreciate it. So this guy will go here. And then that one can go here. This one, now you're probably worried about where those holes are, but I don't think you need to worry too much because this is big enough that it will cover up those holes, right? They're just in the right spot. And this is gonna get popped up. This is gonna get glued. That's gonna get glued. So more gluing, that, and our circle. Circle goes on here, like that. This one goes on the inside, and that right on the right panel here. And then the little postage stamp die goes onto the coordinating cardstock one. Okay, very good. And we need to do our loop and a tail. Thanks, Angelique. So we're going to put one waiting in the wings here, and then grab the end and do loop, tail. You should have plenty of ribbon to do a loop and a tail. Trim a little off. Put that down, and your call how much of this you want to actually pop up or not pop up. So I did pop up these two things. So let's get the dimensionals on them. So this goes right on the front. Now, still thing, if you have direction to your designer paper, you gotta be careful, because you want it to be going the right direction. It should go right on the front, and then your circle goes right in the middle here. And I think what I'm gonna do for my label is keep it flat here. There's a lot of thickness to this card just the way it is. So we're just gonna do a little bit of glue right through the middle here. And I peeled that tear and tape back off so it'll help stick there. There it is. Okay, and then we have the gems. There's little sequins. And some will have white, some will have purple, some will have the berry burst color, and we kind of matched them to whatever card kit you got. And then on the inside we have this right here. Goes right on the inside of that middle Humpty Hump. And you just need a little glue on the right. Well, it was on the right and now it's on the left when you flip it back that way. And then this goes right in here. Like that. You could go higher, you could go a little lower. Perfect, okay? It's gonna take a little bit for that to bond. See, oop. Oh, and then I got glue right there. Hang on. Tear and tape probably would have been better. Just saying. Let's go right back here. Tear and tape probably would have been a little bit better than liquid glue because it would have stuck instantly. But now, by holding it like this, that'll help. Okay, so then when we shut this, it goes like that. Wow, we did it. Angelique, wow. There it is. Boom. Fun fold. Fun in the middle. Kind of normal on the outside, party on the inside. And we can do a little bit of Stella Ella Ella. Okay. You could also do all of this if you want. Why not? Okay. And then we had two done. Whew, we're cruising now. And again, we talked about this, that this shows white and your PDF is going to show a white inside. But when you see this, you're going to see the coordinating cardstock. Oh man, I got some sort of glue action going on. It's stuck. Let's try that again. No, it didn't. Okay. Oh, yeah, it did. Hang on. There's glue somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Sometimes you can feel it with your finger. When that thing flew off, it was sticking. See that? That is sticking. Somewhere there's a little sticky spot, and it's from when my little tag flew off. Right there. We'll take care of business. Try again. Ah, it's sticking up there. Can you guys see it was pulling? Okay, now I think we should be good to go. GTG. Okay. Whew, that adhesive eraser comes in very handy. All right, so that's done. Very good. Very good. All right, we're going to do Toad the Wet Sprocket next. Okay. And we have here, mine's going to be the purple one. Like that. So we got a little bit of work on this guy too. And he's not your traditional size. He's going to be a little bit smaller in the inside here. Okay, so let's look that over. So you're either going to have Melon Mambo or you're going to have the Fresh Freesia. And you have this piece which isn't accurate here. It's not folded accurate. It's going to, you have to figure out this actually needs to go that way. Okay, and you could also burnish that. Okay, so that's set. We'll cut our paper here momentarily. But you have 3 gems that are random little loosey-goosey guys here. Different colors will go on it. You have 2 white pieces that are the same size that are not embossed. And then you have another one. Oh, I know why I got this one. When Rhonda embossed it, she missed the top a little bit here. So that's why they gave me this one. I was like, that's fine, I'll work with it. So it's that same Ocean Waves embossing folder. Same size, but embossed. Then you have the 3 squares, which are going to be for your panoramic view here. A mushroom stump piece. A Nested Essential small die. You have the label that is too long. In the PDF it says it's way too long, right? It is long. So what you're going to have to do for this one is you'll have to cut this and this off. So you only have the sides, right? That's what you need for that. Oh, do whatever you want with this. I'm going to file mine in the garbage. And then you have 2 stumps. We gave you these 2 stumps in case you don't really have this stamp set and you don't have this bigger stump. You'd have 2 like this because you could always figure out a way to color these mushroom tops to make them look like mushrooms without having the stamps. So you have 2 stumps like that, and then the 2 mushroom tops. You have some ribbon, and I was on bow maker duty the other night, so I sell these bow makers. They're part of my exclusive offerings that I have in my beekeeper's guide. So when you go to, this is so awesome, when you go to tools, I have a section down here where the bow maker is shown. And so you can always get bow makers from me. And I did a whole video for 23 minutes on making all these different bows. And if you search in the YouTube, if you search Cards by Christine Bow Maker, you'll find that video. And I really do walk through. It's a little old at this point, but it's a very detailed video. So we're going to make a little bowsy that'll go on your mushroom stumperoo. Let's put the nails away. Okay. Pat says, I think the gnome would look cute on this card instead of the mushrooms. Yes. Okay, so you people loved the gnomes, and they would look great on this card. I would second that. All right, this designer paper is 5 1/8 tall and 2 3/8 wide, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 5 1/8 by 2 3/8. Okay, so we're good there. So I want my stripes to go this way. So I'm going to cut it at 5 1/8 tall, like this. and then 2 3/8 for both of the panels. That's all we have to do for cutting on this one. They're 2 easy cuts, and they're the same. So it's 1 cut twice. And these are scraps that you could make something pretty with later in life if you so desire. And what happens are these 2 pieces of designer paper will get put onto the white. Now, you might have to do a dry fit, because if your white is a little small, you might want to trim your DSP a hair. So I'm going to just test the waters here, and mine look good. Okay, so we can get glue happy, a lot of glue happy. So let's do these 2 and that one. I guess I'm going to put glue on this side. That. All right, so then this one. Oh, somebody the other night did pick this pink mushroom paper instead of the stripes. So that is always an option too, to use the opposite side. I have been watching your older showcase and card swap videos. Yay! Okay, that was good. That one stuck right away. And that's good there. And we gotta make sure we get this in the middle panel. So that goes here. And I want my stump, I'm missing a little bit of embossing on the bottom, but that's okay. Okay. And then this one here, that here, so let's flip these. And then we'll get to some Stampin'. So we've made a bunch of toad cards lately. They are mushroom cards. I know that the monthly class had one for February, and we had the Escape had that same card, and then we did one for the launch party, and we did one for today. So definitely got our fill of the mushrooms. All right, so far so good, right? That's what we got going on. So we need fresh freesia. For me, I'm gonna do my Hello Friend in freesia, which I just used it in a different color on the crab card. So we gotta make sure we don't use it without cleaning it. So there it is. Might as well clean our crabby here, our crabby pants. Good deal. So the freesias that are fresh go on the label. So we'll do the Hello Friend right there. And then we need that big guy. Now, they specifically designed these stamps in a way that they're bigger than the punch itself. And they did that so that it would have excess coverage, is what it said in the book. And then there would be no white border around the edge. So if you don't have the mushroom toadstool stamps, I think you could potentially sponge these and then maybe draw some, like look at the stamp, you could maybe draw some lines in with gray and make your own mushrooms. Okay, so it's bigger than, the stamp is bigger than the white, so you have to pick this off. Okay, and then it's got full coverage. I think that, oh, there's more here. Wait, there's more. So in this guy right here, we're gonna do the popping up, pop it up. Now there's a lot of purple going on here. I think I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna use Melon Mambo here and Melon Mambo here. You probably have to mark my words, because I'll probably never ever say that there's too much purple ever again. I'm sharing the love though. So we're gonna give Melon Mambo a little love here. So we're gonna do popping up to say hi in the Melon Mambo. And then we're going to do our top here, our mushroom top. Same thing is gonna happen. The stamp is bigger than, oh wait, it's hard to see it. It's bigger than the punch out. So you have to, oh man, I might be off. Oh, I missed part of it. Okay, so I missed a little bit. And you can't flip it over because the stamp doesn't work that way. So you have two options. Go get your marker out or go get your scissors out. And even with having a smaller piece for the punch, I still ended up having white showing. So I'm just gonna cut it off and I'll be okay. It's all right, it's all right, all right. So we need some grass. We need our grassy knoll here for our gopher to be coming out. And that's all right, we're gonna do Granny Apple for that. Now first strength for me is really dark like that. So if you want second strength, you could go light. But I want middle. I don't know if I'm gonna get middle. This is a brand new ink pad. So I think I'm gonna go to the middle. Again, you can see here that this is a little bit lighter in the middle. The gals were using this ink pad a bunch on Wednesday night. If I go to the middle, I might get my medium. So I'm gonna do medium here. And there's a hair right there. So we're gonna go back and get some more. Too much purple, oh no. Oh, Angelique would be like, not at all, never. So we're gonna do one like that. And then we're gonna grab this one. I'll do it again. You wanna make sure you get all the way to the bottom so that I didn't really wanna see the white on the bottom. I want the grass to be growing all the way from the bottom. And do this one more to the left. Now, somebody in class, Jill did the other night, she took this and she made another one. So let's just see if we take this and do second strength right away. It makes it look like there's one in the background, but it's almost non-existent. So I'm gonna take and do another one. So you can kind of see you can make a rolling hill. Now I ended up with something wonky going on there. So we're gonna flip this over, try again, like that. Oh, and then I missed the bottom. So we're gonna take and get a little bit of ink and cover up that little bottom white that's going on. Okay, I'm gonna call it good and let this be. I'm not gonna fuss over it. Okay, so that's what we got for the grass. And you could also take your marker and touch up stuff. I'm just gonna do this. Didn't I tell you I was done fussing, but I'm really not. Okay, but now I am. So that's gonna be for that one. I'll do that one there, because there's a lot of mushroom stuff going on, so that'll distract us. So that's it for the greenery. Now we need some gray granite for our mushroom stumps, for our mush rot stumps. And this one is the big, thick mushroom stump. It does not have a die, so it will get fussy cut. And then this one will need to get stamped wide. This is the one that goes in the middle. Did you guys wonder if I would catch that? That one's gonna go there. Ah! Okay, we're fine. So I gotta be careful because I don't want my stumps to be up too high. I need my mushrooms to get in here. So we're gonna put them in first, like that. And then we'll have these guys coming down. Okay. Now, when I stamped this, I did not fully get good coverage right there. And if that is something that you're not a fan of the no good, like not good coverage, if you have, that's why it's really cool to have the coordinating water-based markers. So I have the Melon Mambo one here, and what I can do is lightly color it in and get that rest of that stamped image to come into full coverage here. There it is. So you would never know that I didn't stamp that as good, and now it's completely filled in. Cool beans. All right, we're ready for a little more gluing, but we'll first practice our skills in fussy cutting. So I'm gonna not leave any white border around the mushroom here as well. The stump, that is, because there's no white anywhere else. And if you guys don't have the set and you don't have anything that would be good for a mushroom stump, that's why we put 2 of the stumps in your kit, so that if you don't want to use this concept of this guy, you have the 2 like that you could do. Okay, I think we're good to go. GTG. Ready for some gluing. So let's flip these guys. And some people actually, they stamped this mushroom stump right on their white piece. Okay, so I can't wait to see what you guys make with the gnomes with this card. Because I could see the gnomes popping up and peeking out everywhere. All right, then I'm gonna put a little dot of glue here for our stump to connect with. And also the back of this guy, I can do a little bit glue there. So this is going to get connected with that one. And then the big stumperoo, he's a big stump. He's going to go right there. Okay, and then this is going to capture the end of that label. Now that label came from Beautiful Butterflies, in case you were wondering. So there's the 1, and there's the 2. Right, so that's that. And then this one goes on this side. Oh man, not very sticky. Then this one, and then that one. Okay. So this is left open for you to write your little love note on it. And then this guy is going to be flat. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue at the base of that stump. And then we'll pop up with a dimensional. So I got this guy flat back here, and then he's hanging out right next to him. Kind of covered up a little bit, and good. So you may or may not use that. Let's jump-a-roo, jump around. Okay, now we got to put this onto here. So ultimately, it's going to get glued here with no glue here, and then a little glue behind here. And you guys save a little room for this up here, and you could have this down a hair like that, okay? So this will get popped up with dimensionals. So grab a couple of those. Let's get that down first so then we know how high we need to go. Never too much purpleiciousness. Ah, I love it. Okay, so there's that. Fit right there. And then for gluing this, I'm gonna be careful. So I'm gonna put the glue on this end here. And then I'm going to get the height that I want and put the glue right on the edge here. And eyeballing with my card on the left to kind of see how much space I have on the left. It's like 2 finger whisks for me. That'll go like that. And now, the trick on this is, you just want to make sure this isn't bigger than 4 1/4, right? That's the main thing. So, we're going to make sure we only put glue now on this edge and then over here. So that line, and then if it helps, grab a ruler so you don't put glue too far tall, right? Something like that. And then this should just shut right into it. And keeping it straight would be good, right? So that made sure you didn't get glue here. And then that should open nice and it should shut nice. Carissa is Team Blue. You're not the only Team Blue. No? Yes, too much purple. Show me the blue. Ha ha, yes. There it is. Okay, then we should have a few gems that are floating around. I've got one here, and then there's a white one that I'm going to put over here because you'll see that better on the purple. Do you guys sick of these little plasticky things wherever they end up? And then right there. It's stuck under my nail. Hang on. Come on, little guy. There it is. Now our bow, you need to grab a glue dot like this and put that right into there. Once that's on there, grab your ribbon scissors and trim your tails. I always trim my tails pretty much after I got it on the card, so that I know how long to make them. Okay, very good. I don't know what you could really Stella. I wouldn't Stella anything that you have already stamped. You could potentially Stella all of your designer paper in the back. For those that have the mushrooms on your designer paper, you could Stella that. And go around here, the edge of that, and the edge of that. Good. Whew. And then there were 3. Turned out nice. Very nice. All right. Good little card marathon going on here. We had 5 last night and 4 today. Oh man, now we're on to the watermelons. Okay. It's all right. I got this. We're going to make watermelon today. All right. Where does this card need to go? Right here. Okay. Yes, right there. All right. So let's pull out these 2 cards right here. Let's see what we got. We need to cut our fruits from our designer paper. And I gotta see here what size this is, because that was what I was questioning in my head. And it's 2 15/16 times 4 1/16. Okay, so that's what I gotta check really quick on the PDF that I just sent out. I'm just gonna make that note. It was 4 times 2 15/16, and then our white is 2 3/4 by, I'm guessing, 3 7/8. Yep. Okay. So I gotta just make sure the PDF has that. I will double check that. If it's wrong, I will make sure you guys get an updated version. What happens is these 2 pieces, like this green, is skinnier than this green by 1/8 of an inch. So when I open this up, my first 2 pieces are for my inside. Okay. I'm just gonna set them over there for now. You should have some of these clear, they're clear and pecan stripe rib, like gems, but I have the pecan for everybody. You'll have a pair. Now, just disclaimer, the 1/2 inch circle is already retired, as is this little Tutti Frutti punch pack. So you'll have a watermelon in here, a strawberry, a pear, 2 oranges, a white sacrificial lamb is used to help, you know, you put this back here. We did this for the Kellogg launch party, so you guys might remember that. Hi, Sharon Rouge. That was put back here to help attach all your fruit. So it's like a sacrificial thing, lamb. And then you have some stylish shapes here. We're going to stamp the word hello up there. Then this piece is what's going to mat onto your red. And then you have this arm going across the middle. And then you have 2 side panels. And what we have to do, you have a little more of the white ribbon, right? Again, white ribbon. And we just need to cut our designer paper. So let's grab the cutter back. And I'm going to grab my little guy. So I'm going to have my seeds going up and down. So it's 3 7/8 this way. And 2 7/8 this way. Okay, so that's what would fit right here. Okay, very good. And then it's 3 7/8 tall. So this is already at 3 7/8 tall, and we're going to have the rind going this way. So then now these are 7/8 for the side panels. And 7/8. Okay, so yes, this could be used for your envelope, and this Could be used on your inside. Nope, oh, nope. I gotta use for watermelon. I gotta save this for watermelon. I'm still gonna try to use that for my envelope, but depending on what I have for my watermelon here, I might be able to put something along the bottom here. Not certain, but we'll come back to it. Because on this one, we're making watermelon slices to go in here because that would look really cool. So make sure you burnish your edges. Now this goes back this way. And then this one goes back this way as well. All right, so it's like a book card where we are going to glue this flat here, right? So that does glue flat there. Let's grab that right away. We'll glue that. And might as well put a little glue on that. A lot of gluing on this one, guys. Glue. Glue. So this will go onto that of a green larger mat. It's larger by 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and then you have your two little side panels here in garden green, like that. Let's shut that while we can. Just leave that on here. And then, so you guys, depending on what fruit you got, your DSP is gonna look slightly different, just so you know. All right, so now that we have those down, these two are gonna go on the sides, right? And so this is gonna go over here. So let's get those glued. And we can glue in our green inside, that's all right. So we got this one, that one, that. So we're gonna start with our left one. That should be the easiest one because it fits in this little section over here. Like that. All right, now the inside. This, make sure you're centered top and bottom, and then keep the same margin on the right. And then when it comes to your inside green mat, centered top and bottom, and you can leave the same margin on your left and right. There is a little gap to see a little red there. All right, so now this is queued up for our sentiment piece to go on the inside. Then we have this piece of red. You're only gonna put glue here, not on the overhang part, right? So it doesn't have glue over there. So when we glue this, we wanna make sure that this red panel is centered between the green, okay? So it's gonna go right like that, and you're gonna see just a hair, potentially a hair of whatever your mat here. For me, it's green. I'll see a hair like that. But this ultimately goes centered top to bottom. And I think we can go ahead and glue this on. And I'm gonna put the glue right onto this back flappy thing. Well, it's flapped back. Then centered top to bottom. And centered in between the two panels. Okay, so now we got the core of the card pretty much done, right? So then back to this guy. I've got this arm that goes through the middle, and depending on your colors, it's gonna be potentially matching or not. It's gonna be complementary, right? The arm is not always, so like in this case, the arm is Granny Apple and the base is Granny Apple. Where this case, if we would have put a red arm through here, you wouldn't have seen it. So we switched it up to a green arm here. And it's not gonna work to have your ribbon go behind this layer. So your ribbon can go either behind this layer or it could wrap around this layer. And depends how you wanna do it. This got popped up on this one, but you might decide to leave it flat. And you might like that better. I think I'm gonna try that on this one. I'm gonna take this flat with liquid glue. Don't go too close to the edge because it does, well, it actually goes end to end here. Well, it goes end to end with the red. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any glue hanging over the edge, and it is centered. Try to stay right on the equator here. Centered top to bottom. I mean, you could have it a hair higher or lower too. Now I'm going to do my tear and tape behind here. And then grab that white woven ribbon, goes right through the middle. Oh, I didn't have any waiting in the wings, you guys. I got really excited. So we need 2 more pieces here. That should have been waiting in the wings. And now this, either you could pop it up or you could glue it flat. But now this is going to go right onto the front. And we're just going to do it flat, I think. And then a little bit of glue everywhere else. X marks the spot. Get your seeds how you want them. The seeds are going like raindrops. I have them here going like raindrops, and otherwise they're going pointy end down. However you want to see it. And you might not even have watermelon. So whatever you have, figure out which direction you want it to go on your front of your card. So that's going to go here. That should come flush on the side here. It should come flush on the side there. So far, so good, right? Okay. I am looking for my envelope. I really love the idea that there is the opportunity to do a matching flap of either, oh man. Okay, I'm gonna take your vote, you guys. Do you want the rind on the outside? Or do you wanna see the seeds with the inside of the watermelon? What is more exciting for you? The red or the green? So just say red or green. I'll try to watch for comments. All right, then for we're making our makeshift watermelon here. We need wedges, and I'm gonna do the wedges of the red, and we're gonna make little pies, I guess. So we're gonna go one like this, one like that, and then we're going to round. This is a little bit of finagly work, just FYI. We're making our own watermelon slices. Now, if you don't have the watermelon paper, you're not definitely gonna do this, but I just thought I'd show you guys how you do the finagling of this watermelon, okay? So we're going to do another one, and red, green, red, red, green, green, you guys. It's red, green, red, red, green, green. You're tied at the moment, you guys. I don't know if you noticed that. Red. Somebody maybe just keep tally for me. Somebody say that you're going to keep tally, and then whoever that is at the end in like 3 minutes, tell me what color, okay? I'm going to keep making my watermelon slices. Okay, so there's that. Okay, this is it's really tedious here. So what we're going to do, there's 4 in there. So we're going to do 2 more. That one's going to be a thick slice here. Good. And then we're going to do one like this. And one, oh, it's going to be a really wide one. Okay, so we got 4 slices, all varying sizes. Could you punch, circle, and cut wedges? Yes, definitely. I would say absolutely. Definitely. I'm not doing the easy button right now. I honestly am not. I am definitely doing the hard button, and I'm doing the hard button because I don't know the easy button right now. So I'm just going to do like this. And Angelique is probably like shuddering as she's watching me do this. Okay, so this is going to go right like that. See that? We're going to make our own little husks here, okay? And we're just making our own little watermelon rinds. We're like back in 2nd grade here. We're arts and crafts project. And we're going to do one like that. Playing with paper, you guys. We're going to put this guy right here, okay? I'm going to go with that one. Oh, Linda Hunt, thank you. 7 red and 5 green so far. Okay. So we got this. We're going to put this on here. Okay, so we're going to let that one marinate for a hot second. This one might be better off on here. Yes, okay. We're going to use this guy on this one. Did you guys know you could make your own watermelon slices with this paper, huh? And Linda Hunt, if you want to keep going on counting, you can definitely keep counting until I'm ready to actually do it. And then we need a little bit bigger one. So let's make a roundy potato here. We're just gonna go like this. I would definitely say that using a circle punch would probably be the easy button. Let's just see if that'll work, okay. A little bit of glue here. We have one more rind to figure out. Rose is sneaking in with red, okay. Put that guy on here. I'll trim and shore them up in a little bit. Ooh, that one's a really wide one, so I'm gonna have to bring him like that. Go like that. Let's see if this will be big enough. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this guy, and then I'm gonna show you also how to do the fruit basket, because only a certain percentage of you got the watermelon, and you might not even do this. But, all right, this is scraps. Let's show you how to do the basket really quick for those that have the basket. I'm gonna take a piece of tearing tape, 10 red and 6 green so far. Okay, I'm gonna take a piece of tearing tape, and I'm gonna put my white sacrificial lamb circle back here, okay, and attach it. Now, I have to see once if that's too high or not. So there's going to be an orange right there, and that right here, another orange here. So it's gonna be high, but we can trim it, okay? So I'm all right with this. So for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little glue on the back of the strawberry. That was not a lot of glue, but just enough. And that's now gonna tuck in here. And it's gonna, that glue will attach to that white circle. And then we're gonna take the orange. So one of my oranges was punched that it was flat. And instead of throwing it away, I said, I'll take that orange and I'm gonna put the flat side down on the bottom here and no one will ever see it. So I've got my orange in here. Then we're going to take another orange, and we're gonna take a pineapple, whoa, and a pear. I'm just putting little dots of glue. Because I have that glue, it allows me to attach these things very nicely. We're gonna put the pineapple hanging out right there. And then there's a little pear, and he now is gonna go right there. That guy needs to come back up. There and here. Now, I do see a little white. If you see a little white back here, all you have to do is take your scissors. Don't cut your fruit. Just cut the little white off of there. But that's why we gave everybody a 1/2 inch circle. A 3/4 inch white circle, that's why. Okay? To make your little fruit basket. Then what you're gonna do is pop this up, and then that would go on the front. But that's for those that have fruit baskets that they wanna use. Now for this guy, I'm gonna shore up my edges, and I'm going to, nice, he looks good. So tasty, I could eat him. And nice. This one's got a little bit thick on me, so we're going to thin him out. Perfect. And this last guy, he's a little wonky. We'll fix him. Now, there. I mean, you could have definitely gotten yourself a circle punch and made life easier, but I struggle bust it and I got it. Now, the word we use is hello. It comes from heart-shaped. Hello, you called. Is it me you're looking for? Perfect. It's so widow. Oh, you guys got the headshot up there. Just realized I had to get in really close. And now this will get glued. All right, well, Linda has got 10 red and 6 green, and now we have another red as 11. Hi, Jennifer Jones. All right, so then this is gonna go here, and I'm gonna pop that up. Look at me, oh man, almost done with my whole sheet of dimensionals here. So this little circle is gonna go here, Oh, shoot. You guys, I just realized that I just used my basket. Now, I need my basket for the watermelon. So I'm going to just pull this off of here and now I can use it for my watermelon. All right. And now I can pop this up with dimensionals. So, but now you guys know how to do the basket in case you want your fruits in your basket. All right, so we got the little basket in here. I'm not gonna press it down really hard. And so the skinny one I'm gonna put in the front here. Oh, I'm gonna short him up just a little bit. He's a little bit too round back here. Now he's a little pointy. Oh, that's perfect. All right, these three are gonna be flat. So we're gonna do a little dot, a little dot, a little dab will do ya. And we have the big chunky monkey one right there. Whoa, it's a big one. And we'll put this guy hanging out over there. One more. Now, I know you're probably thinking in your head, well, who puts watermelon slices in a basket? It's a card, you guys. Use your imagination. You can pretend. And then I have a little snaggletooth right there. It's a card. I'm good. I made watermelon today. You probably never thought you'd be able to make watermelon. And I did it. So we got a gem here and there and there. Halves are horizontal. Love the watermelon. Okay, so it just adds a little bit of watermelon into your basket. You can always finagle them a little bit more if you want them situated differently. Okay. That was good. You guys got to see how to do the fruit basket, right? So now I've got extra fruits hanging out. I don't have enough to do my inside, but I think that the answer was red. And we're going to do red. And I can't put glue all the way to the edge. So we're going to go like that. You guys will have your fruit paper left over if you cut it like I cut mine. Oh man, one little dimensional left. Could I have found something to use that for, right? Oh man, it doesn't want to even go back. It might be filed appropriately. Okay, so there's that. And that. And I cut a little bit too much, so we're gonna go right to our envelope and take some of the envelope off. And now we gotta get this white part. There it is. Okay, we have a matchy envelope. We have a watermelon card. Okay, definitely I like Angelique's watermelon a little bit better than mine. Can't deny, she did a phenomenal job on putting those watermelons on there. Angelique, did you use a circle punch? Inquiring minds want to know if you took the easy button and used a circle punch. For this, you could definitely Stella, Ella, all DSP. Love it. Ready for summer already. Tired of being cold. Definitely agree. I second that. Times 10. All right. I think I did red. Red was right. Watermelon is planted here to be ready for June, 4th of July. Love it. So cute. Okay. So again, you guys are going to have different fruit cards, right? And if you don't have the watermelon, you're going to end up with your fruit basket looking like that in there. And you got your fruit cocktail going on. Hi, Kathy Bird. First time watching me live. Hello from West Virginia. Yay. Hello from Wisconsin. All right, so we did it. Let's pull in all the cards that we made today so you can see what we worked on this morning. Already, it's not even noon and we got 4 cards made. Look at us go, you guys. Oh, we're not done. We forgot our inside. Hang on. One moment, please. Let's do this. You could stamp whatever you want on the inside, right? Right now, I've got a very boring inside, but if you have your fruits or anything you want to stamp, you could stamp that on the inside, but we'll leave it for right now. We've done a lot today already. All right, we got the Toad the Wet Sprocket, Watermelon City, Flower Power, boom, and last but not least is our Crab Louie. We did it. We got all of them made. How exciting. And time to spare. Kept it down to 2 hours. I love it. Classes generally, in case you guys are ever wondering, my goal is to be done in 2 hours. All right, so this is Sale-a-Bration HooRahRah class. You guys, I have plenty of kits left. If you guys want the easy button, you would just have to do your own cutting of your designer paper on 2 of the cards, which I provide to you. France said she absolutely loves these cards. Good. You watch all the time, but never live. I am new at stamping. Oh, Kathy, well, welcome to our live stamping class. I love it. Thanks for catching replays too, everybody. If just a note too, if you guys ever have questions or need anything and it's after the live, I don't watch comments. So if you ask questions in the comment section after I'm live, I don't really catch them. So I try to catch as much as I can while you're with me so that I can. And so I have people that will wait, and if they have questions for me, they'll ask them in the live because they know that I'll see them. So I'm just cleaning up while you guys tell me which ones you like. Connie says she loves them all. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, well, I have in an hour, people are going to start rolling in here for me. We have our Silver to Silver Elite training, and I think I have at least a handful of lovely ladies coming in. We're working this afternoon answering any questions to help people grow their Stampin' Up! Adventures and careers. We're just brainstorming, pooling ideas, and if somebody needs help with something, then somebody that's here is going to help them. We're going to all work with each other. And that's what I have for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow all day, potentially Saturday if we need to roll over. I have a couple people that can only make it on Sunday, so we might even roll over to Sunday. So we'll see how it goes. I do want to say that I did last night. I got the grocery list set, and I shared it with my team first so that my team could go out there and put what they wanted on it. I'm going to give my team till sometime today to get their stuff on, and maybe like by 5 o'clock I will publish it on my page so that if anybody still wants to get in on ordering stuff during Sale-a-Bration for the MS benefit, that you can still also have the opportunity. And Carissa said she's going to be working on the enrollment emails today for people who wanted to get signed up for classes. So she'll be working on that stuff, and we'll get back to you hopefully by Sunday with emails to people so that we get you guys signed up for stuff. The purple one is your favorite because of the color. Yay. Great session. Good, Brenda. And Brenda, did you hear my whole paper pumpkin spiel for you? I hope you caught it so you have a good answer. Sherry Martin, love the flower one. Good, very good. I'm thinking my favorite, I don't know, that watermelon's so darn cute, but you might not have the watermelon. I think I love the accordion fold of the flower card. I think that one's my favorite. I also, for those that are signed up for this class, if I catch that I have the measurements wrong for those 2 pieces of cardstock, the white and the colored, I will definitely reach out with a revised PDF. So you might hold tight on downloading it or saving it for the moment until you hear back from me. And if you find that it's correct and you can double check it yourself and it's correct, then you could already download it. But if you find that it's incorrect, just maybe hang tight until I have a moment to upload it. So awesome. All right, you guys. Well, it's Friday, February 28th. Don't forget, it's the last day of Sale-a-Bration. It's the last day to sign up if you want to join my team, the Be Happy Stampers. I'm super excited. Jenna had Patsy sign up on her team, and then Gina had Julie sign up on her team, which was awesome. So we've got some more bees that we had added to the team this week. If anybody's interested in joining Stampin' Up! And looking for a great community to join, please reach out to me. I would love to have you join the Be Happy Stampers. We have open wings. So, all right. I think I won't be live over the weekend. March, I'm trying to look at think ahead to the calendar. I don't have in-person classes. I should look at the calendar. I don't think we're live until, share a recipe, create a card, inspire others. I think I have one left from Sandy Quay Emery that I will do. It's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I have and it's probably gonna be Wednesday because we're kidding on Tuesday. So it's at the normal time that's on the calendar for 1 o'clock on Wednesday. That is the plan. So, okay, and I have Sandy Coy Emery's. I have 2 people that recently signed up to get recipe cards. I gotta I gotta mail them out to you. And if anybody still has a recipe card, please send it back to me. I'm getting to the point where I don't have any cards to feature for upcoming SCI classes. So, do I text you or use the new email for past classes? Emily Buska, it would be great if you would do the email. Chris is helping me manage all of the enrollments for online, for porch pickups, and pretty much for mailing. If people are attending in person, then I'm still working that, but it would help because she's helping me make sure I don't miss anything. And she's also helping me to make sure that people get responses quicker. That is one thing that I have been floundering in for like the last year or two. So she's definitely helping me stay on my A game for you guys. Okay. So yeah, it would be better, I think, if you do email the cbcenroll@gmail.com, and Carissa will get you added to the class list. She'll tell you how much to send, and she'll get that done by the end of the weekend. So that's great. Where me, I know I'm going to be busy, like slammed, jam-packed all weekend. I won't be really much in emails unless I can sneak in some here and there. And that is my goal. I'm going to try to sneak in some here and there. Donna said the link doesn't open. So that's interesting, Donna, because a lot of people have signed up for stuff already. So I'm not quite certain if it's potentially your phone or your device that it doesn't open for, because I have about 8 people that have already signed up for things, and I'm trying to get to it right here. So on here, when I emailed it, it's a really wonky link, but when you click on it, when I click on it, it has me select an account, and then it opens up. So like Sandy Coy Emery, Jean Turbolegger, Susan Bellamy, Cheryl Taylor, W. Stone, Jean Shute, Leslie McMinn, like Jay Shante, Mary Carls, like there's people, Anna Rebidu. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the link. Chris has already signed up. There's wherever there's an open yellow cell yet, that's where there's space to add things. Lots of envelopes I need. I forgot to put the envelopes, like always. I forgot to put the envelopes on here, and Jean Turolier reminded me, and so we got envelopes, lots of envelopes. So I don't know, like when you say that the link doesn't work, if the link doesn't open, and it's not a hyperlink. Okay, so if it's not a hyperlink in your email, you need to copy and paste. Start with the H, highlight all of it to the E, copy it, and then go to your browser and paste it in your browser. So if the link doesn't work, then copy and paste it, because the link has worked for a lot of other people that have signed up already. So it might be something with how your email is working. So hi, Kathy Swenson. Okay. So yes, so Donna and anybody else on my team that already got that email, copy and paste the link, paste it into the browser, and then it should work for you. Hi, Kari Dwyer coming in late. So again, I'm going to give my team maybe a few more hours to see if anybody else wants to. I also, Donna Grushki, it's in my Be Happy Stampers Facebook page. If you go to Be Happy Stampers and to the post from last night, you could click on the link from the post, and that would take you into it. So I emailed it and I Facebook messaged or posted it to people. So hopefully that helps. And we're going to get this filled up. I think by the end of this weekend, all of the materials will be on order, which is great. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to sign off. Yours is purple, mine is gray. But that's okay. Donna, just copy all the verbiage from the H to the E, copy it with your mouse, and then paste it into the browser. Just because it's not a hyperlink doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that the web link isn't correct. It's still the correct link as long as copy didn't work. Can you go to the Facebook group, Donna? Go to the Facebook group. You're on Facebook, Be Happy Stampers. It's the post that I shared last night. Go into the Facebook group and click on it from there, and then that will take you to the Google form. That will definitely work. I don't know why your email's not working. I don't know. So, but there's another means to get to the same answer. Hopefully go to Facebook and you'll be able to populate it that way. It's not the last day for your team, only for sale-a-bration rewards. So Mimi, you can join my team anytime. Anytime. 10 years from now, 2 years from now, 5 days from now, whenever. Yes, you can join my team anytime. But if you want to join during sale-a-bration and either get the extra 2 marker sets and stamp set or the $30 extra of the products, that is through today, midnight Mountain Time today. So if you want to take advantage of joining my team with the perks, then you want to do it by today. Otherwise, you guys are always welcome to join my team anytime you want. It doesn't have to be today. And Dawn, I'm glad you're going to try that. Hopefully you're successful. Okay, you guys, I'm going to sign off. I will see you next week, Wednesday. That's the plan. 1 o'clock Central for SCI. You'll be seeing lots of emails coming through and hopefully Facebook events being created by Sunday night with the new classes that are coming up for the month of March. If you missed the showcase, go ahead and watch that. Just know for the first 45 minutes, I talked a lot. You can always fast forward through anything you want when it's a replay. So just so you know that. All right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We will see you next week. Love you a long time. Bye.